Hello and welcome to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, a game I thought I would never be playing ever in my life. This game originally came out in 2015 on the Nintendo 3DS only in Japan. It had a fan translation, which I have seen. Now, Chronicles has the second game in it, which released originally in 2017, which I do not know much about. I do know one spoiler, which I wish I did not know about it. Anyway, so this is going to be my very first major series that I'm going to be recording. In fact, it's so major that I have other people joining me, like my friend Crazy.
Is this my cue? Hey, how's it going? This is me, Crazy Chicken, I guess, but it's Crazy for short. Everybody calls me Crazy because I'm a fucking madman.
Yep. And joined along with us is also Rain.
Hello. I'm not gonna introduce myself. I don't know.
Damn.
Well, I don't.
So we can have nice things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
And
not
last
allowed.
but not least, because it really isn't the least, we do have another person that will be joining us later on in the future. But for right now, we have Ethan coming along, joining in with us. Why don't you introduce yourself, Ethan?
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it. So
No.
So, with how we're going to be doing this game, we're going to be all assigned a different role. For example, Crazy is going to be Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm going to be every single female. I'm going to be Herlock Sholmes. Every single female for me, yada. Anyway, so why don't we begin this? Let's play the original Ace Attorney. Let's go.
the origin story.
The Empire of Japan, after opening its doors,
Dream.
a push for cultural transformation
Haha.
brought great waves of Western
Shush.
influence to this
Cutscene.
far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide. But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
The Great Departure.
22nd November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendants Antechamber 5.
Anti or anti?
This is gonna be you.
Okay. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate?
What?
Oh, no, nothing.
Save your glares, murderer!
Sorry. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial.
I don't know
Whose is this?
That's enough! Yep, this is gonna be me. He's not obligated to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So, you will hold your tongue. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke.
Yes, of course. Sorry.
What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
There you go again, apologizing. Just like always.
Ah,
Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone.
Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high.
You mean...
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke.
Kazuma Asagi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate.
It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. My qualifications don't mean much yet.
How did he know?
Listen, he heard the monologue.
Yeah. I was like, how did
It
he
wasn't in
hear
blue
this
text,
dude's
my
internal
man.
monologue?
It wasn't in blue text.
Okay. This man reads minds. He got the third eye underneath
I
that
think
bandana.
I do think Ryunosuke does have a habit of speaking out loud, which happens a lot in this game. So anyway, let's continue.
Too bad they didn't discover schizo pills yet.
You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago.
Yeah.
But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Congratulations, Kazuma. Looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last.
I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and success in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world? I'm really happy for you, and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean, to see the real thing with my own eyes.
The third eye.
The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too.
Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's city of London together.
If only it were that simple.
Oh dear. Look at the time. I better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get a visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner. Oh. Thanos.
It was straight after that. That's when it happened.
May I have a word?
Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now, Asagi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
To His Excellency's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. Seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result.
Who is this man?
Who is this man?
Feel as though I've seen him at university before.
I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. I am not doing a thick accent for her. I cannot. Alright
Just
then,
can't, man.
Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes. Thanks, Kazuma.
Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, this is awkward.
If I may,
Yes, sorry?
you must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor for forensic medicine at Yumi University.
You may.
Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad.
Asagi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know.
Know what?
Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asagi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain.
And we continue. Ethan.
However, if you should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
What?
As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asagi may have chosen not to tell you.
He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand! Why would the government do such a thing?
The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas studies. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances.
I don't believe it. But I didn't do it! I swear it! I'm not a murderer!
I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
Sorry? What do you mean?
It's okay, I didn't understand that word either. You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway.
What? Then what should I do?
Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction.
Right, so...
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do.
I do?
Is right.
But what will the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you?
Of course not.
Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
It would seem our repetitious discussions are to be cut short, partner. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Sagi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours.
What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. Fucking assholes, right?
We're going negative.
Can you do a Morty voice?
Morty.
Like,
Yeah, this is
we're
it.
going negative,
If
man.
this trial goes badly,
Yeah, you better.
This trial goes badly.
Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. This is so fucking bad.
It is.
We'll be found guilty of
This
murder, man.
sucks, dude.
Dude, it
Like,
That
sucks.
joke was so bad.
Anyway, continue with the regular voice.
And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. Alright. 22nd November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2. So this is a courtroom.
Dude, he's studying to be a lawyer. How does he not know? The Supreme Court of Of course, I get this word too. Judicature. No court in the land has more power.
I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there.
The powers that have been demanded that this be a secret trial.
A secret trial?
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? But why?
It will become clear in time, but for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin.
So, like, the nerdy guy, I'm gonna do like a JFK voice.
You can, yeah.
Alright.
Anyway, here's Rain.
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Nodo.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
I need a
God,
piss, hang
that's
on.
Great.
God damn it.
This man's taking a piss. Okay.
Bro, don't talk about taking a piss. I gotta
Alexa,
take
turn
a
on the
piss
bathroom.
too. Turn on the
Alexa,
bathroom.
turn on the bathroom.
Dude, look at his eyes. He's schizo. He ain't schizophrenic.
He really is, though.
No, that's not schizo, that's PTSD. got, like-
PTSD.
As
As is the defense.
Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change in advocate.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal procedure is for the defendant advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for this defendant in this trial?
This is it. This must be the question. Who is going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do,
The judge and
I'm-
I get married.
I need to answer quickly. What should I do?
I do. You may kiss the bride.
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will.
Hang on, give me a second.
This man has raised his hand.
What was the full text? Who will advocate for his defense?
What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
Dun dun dun.
You'll be? What?
What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Professor Mikotoba told me everything, just now, before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off?
Oh,
No, it's not that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's decision to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Re-announcing his own counsel? Really?
Objection!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
Oh! Yes, exactly!
Right.
Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubtly aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standard of conduct are expected of all times. Do I make myself clear, defendant Naruhodo?
Yes! Your Excellency!
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken.
My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, you can't be questioning it more than I am.
So, let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Oh, yes!
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I care to remember. But, wait. Ugh, I'm so nervous, I can't even remember that. What was it again?
Ryunosuke, I wonder, if I hit options... Okay, it's just that. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank.
You know me so well.
All the relevant information for the case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that.
In simple, you can access the court record with the press of RB.
The fuck is RB?
The
Where's
fuck
the
is an
RB
RB button?
Where's the fourth wall, dude?
Dude!
Where's the
You
RB
can't
button?
do such things, bro!
He just
What
got
are
a
you talking
controller
about
in his
over
hand
there?
and the
This
fucking
This guy in fucking feudal Japan just has a fucking Xbox controller.
Someone's got a gamepad.
Why are you looking under the table? There's
It's
nothing
like
down
that.
there.
It's like that one
The
Vine.
RB button. It has to be somewhere around here.
It's like that one Vine. I'm trying to remember which one it was. It's that one Vine of the guy where he's about to get shot by a cop, and he fucking pulls out a PS3 controller and inputs a cheat code from GTA 5, and the cop just walks away.
If you ever find yourself forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there.
I just have to press right bumper for the court record? Alright, there's no time to lose.
Alright.
This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people with RB. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back.
What's this
So,
magical beat button you speak
This
of?
guy is supposed to be, Watson. But due to copyright laws, they can't use the name Watson. So it's Wilson in this game. So, Wilson!
Dude, he's hiding the RB button and the B button underneath the bandana this entire time.
I'm just
Is
reading
the
these.
controller.
He is the controller.
Black twist.
Okay.
Gotta touch his forehead.
So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on.
What is this black magic? Where's this wind coming from that's blowing your bandana backwards?
I was about to say, what the hell?
Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press Y to present. Try it now. What happens if I just press him? There's no health bar, so
You die.
I had to see what's gonna happen.
The victim was none other than Kazuma Asagi.
Oh, and that's what. No.
Pompous.
Oh, then why is that pompous-looking boy with the billowing headband still there, standing next to you?
Oops.
Oops doesn't do that justice. Not content with having killed Dr. Wilson, now you're claiming my murder as well?
I haven't killed anyone.
Then concentrate and actually read the court
He's
record
gonna stab
before you answer.
He's opening the katana.
He
Oh,
really
yeah,
is.
he is. What the fuck?
Dude, he's about to stab you. I must say, you are not instilling the court with much confidence here.
Quickly, give him the correct answer before he turns his gavel on you. Find the victim in the people section in the court record, then press Y, blah blah blah. What if I do this?
Oh god, this is awful. The victim was none other than... Fuck. Takatsuchi Achi.
Ochi.
Then who's the uptight bespeckled top knot standing up opposite.
Who's a bespectacled?
Bespeckled. Oh my goodness! I literally just
Bespectacled.
said it.
Bespectacled top knot.
Ugh. Sorry. For some reason that just came out, even though I know it's wrong.
I'm trying to think of like maybe like there's like an easier voice I can do for him because I'm having a hard time doing JFK. A yacht nerdy voice. Perhaps you're unaware that I am a master of the ancient no-style sword art. A pathetic little child like you would be sliced to pieces before you even came close to taking my life.
But can he beat Goku?
Dude.
Fuck off.
Dude, he's gonna slice you in half
Dude,
with the
he's
fucking
an
fan.
he's an anime
uses the no
protagonist.
sword art.
Dude, I can't
He
wait
uses
till
no sword art.
Story
he's
online.
gonna be brought into fucking Smash Bros.
Dude.
New sword character.
It's a character.
Sword man.
I wouldn't provoke that proud Edo spirit. He might draw his blade on you.
I thought courtroom sparring was supposed to be done with words.
Okay, I think this part is the same text. Yeah, it is. So let's just skip over that.
Ah!
I wish I could skip over this. Oh, I was able to skip that one. Anyway, let's
No,
do
do
the
the
right
dad.
answer.
The professor.
The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Well, at least you can remember the name of the esteemed member of your own university.
That's a perfect voice for him. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago.
Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together. Often lengthen negotiations.
There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
I don't know why. When you said treaty, my brain went to like the Treaty of Versailles instantaneously.
Dude, my
Treaty of
great-great-great-grandfather broke that, dude.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilled on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
Ugh, but I didn't do it.
This case is going under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable
Jack is
scapegoat
typing.
to blame for this crime.
So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities.
You can't do it now.
Peculiarities.
Oh,
Is it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible.
like
All because the
Ambrose.
victim was an Englishman.
Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman.
Yes.
But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime.
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner.
The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think... Wait. I've seen that man at university. Sure, he's a visiting professor from British?
Bitten? Great bitten, my bro!
I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello.
So who's gonna do the voice for this guy?
So I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson.
Damn, I think he got shot.
He got shot with the world's first gun.
Now then, let me pose my next question to the defendant, Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
How did the professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death.
The cause of death? Well, obviously that was,
Well, he got shot, but what does it officially say? Bro, can you... There we go.
That drift, though.
I don't know why it was freaking out
I'm gonna
did not
try
pass?
and
Okay.
put
Use
a
hollow
more of an
points?
accent on the judge, but it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna feel weird a little bit.
Ryunosuke, remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
by evidence. But how?
Bro, you are a lawyer. Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Present. Oops. Do it now.
Give
I
them
don't
a
think I
gift.
will.
Oh, you have a gift for me, Ryunosuke?
Well... According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
Wait, what?
Where does it say this?
Hemorrhage, right?
Hemorrhage.
Fatal
Yeah.
hemorrhage from. Okay, yeah.
Hemorrhagic. Dude, he sounds like us.
Yeah.
Learn to read. What the hell? The post-mortem report. I take it.
Damn, bro. Mute yourself when you laugh. I've been doing it this entire time.
Dude, I'm muting myself constantly, but like since it said learn to read and all of us are sucking at reading.
Yeah.
Like that's why it's so funny to me.
Sorry, yes, that's right. The, post-mortem report.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later.
You might as well be,
This
young
is
Ryunosuke.
photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Just like that steak in the background. Thank you, Counsel. The court will accept the modern scientific evidence into the records. The photograph printed of the victim has been entered into the court records.
So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. Clearly superior to a drawing. The detail's incredible.
This man just seeing his very first picture.
It's true. Very well. I'm satisfied with your answer. Have you never seen a picture before? Let us start the trial.
Let me see
foolish
how far we
Complains about the pocket edition.
Okay, we can go a little bit longer.
A wise man uses it to scratch his nuts. Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better apprise... Apprise?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. The court, with the
It might
fact
be
of the case,
pronounced appraise. I'm not too sure though.
No, it's a prize.
Praise,
Okay.
whatever.
the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
This is
Probably
it
we
then.
Probably we should
Hmm.
end the first
I
episode.
think I may
after
have
this
worked
part
out
is over.
what the professor had in mind.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikatoba?
Yes. Clearly, you're the defense lawyer today, not me. That doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant.
Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asagi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma.
Well, my first piece of advice is... rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
Yo, bro, don't talk to me that way.
Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first.
What is this black magic?
Who should be that guy?
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course, my name is Satoru Hasunaga. I'm the head waiter of the Western-style restaurant called La Carnival. Carnival.
La Carnaval.
Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some,
Bubonic plague. Very sorry.
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
well, it really, really should.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, and an accidental eatery 3 days ago.
Have you never heard of a restaurant before? Understood. Hazunaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring?
It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at the time of the day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied.
That fits in with my memory of it too. There's hardly anyone else in the place.
It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair, and standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But
The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will penalize defendant Naruhodo.
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You will have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness.
Look on his thing. He has the logo with the funny logo.
The funny logo. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today. Today? Question mark?
Yes, without question.
I see.
What the
And
dog do?
apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student.
huh? Wait, what did you just say? There was no one else around that table.
What's the matter, Ryunosuke?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do?
Yes!
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me. Dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard of court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? Hmm?
But I'm sure of what I saw.
Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone.
I don't believe it.
I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you'd like to.
Let me see. A sketch of the establishment laid out, drawn by yourself, I presume?
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
What? I'm very confused. How does that show that he was sitting alone? There's just an X on one chair.
I know.
Well, you're clearly a very consensuous waiter.
Conscientious.
Thank you, sir.
The court will take this plan and add it to the court records as evidence.
Oh, well,
Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
I have a feeling this guy's a hitman. Anyways,
I have a feeling that he's been poisoned.
something certainly seems to have shaken
my
him.
chair.
Chair broke again.
Like I think this man's life has been threatened and he's been poisoned and he has to advocate that he didn't see anything and then he'll get the cure afterwards.
That sounds alright.
Coughing fit.
So,
Praise the sun.
Praise the sun!
I am this wide. So, the court has now heard of what was it? Prex?
Priestess?
Precis? Prex?
Precis, I believe. Precis. Yeah, I think it's Precis.
I need glasses like this guy.
You have glasses, my man.
You're right. Let me get them.
I refuse to put on my
shove
glasses.
them.
Let me take a drink of my.
My gamer self.
Dude, it's time to have a little bit of a drinky drink.
You're drinking gamer self, young
Yeah,
man.
check.
Ryunosuke, stop coughing like Hanasaki.
Sorry,
Fucking fine.
I almost choked.
Oh, you are right, Ryunosuke.
Maybe.
Ryunosuke, stop coughing like Hana
Oh, my head
Sonata.
hurts.
Okay, let's continue.
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. The more you know. It would seem we are looking at the black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo?
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you admit you're guilty at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
Instead of killing you by cutting you in half, you will be hanged. Mercifully.
You will be shot.
You will be pegged.
You will be killed by
Lively
firing
Globo
squad.
piece.
You will be gunned down by firing squad.
In other words, you may have some small, in terms of your inevitable punishment. Because fuck words. I call this waiter as an unknown witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense. If you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
What black magic?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual, about these peculiarities. You've said it, Professor Mikotoba said it, so is the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
It might even be death.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it?
What?
Do not
If
mind
the
me, my
accused
balls
is in
itch.
fact innocent, the defense
what?
lawyer is duty bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary.
Oh,
Are you
there's a
just
hole in
going
my
to
pocket.
abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? Then the battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the
Just rest your
prosecution.
hand on my desk.
Shut up. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is.
He did the funny point.
Okay, it's up to you. Indeed. Prosecutor Ouchie, please continue with the proceedings.
Tisk. Well, you were warned. Young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to. What the fuck?
Do I have two sides?
Dude, my man's dead ass just said, I can be your angel or your devil.
I can be your angle or your diesel.
Your diesel?
The sheets.
Oh, yes.
In a few short moments from now, the dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever.
By a gun.
The prosecution calls next witnesses.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once.
I wanna push the old man.
I mean, if you want to keep going, I was planning on stopping it here.
Oh, I thought we were gonna finish this whole court.
Dude,
Yeah,
dude, you
that's
don't
fine.
understand how long this case is.
No, I would imagine this is for this to be very.
Do you want to go
This
for another half an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, okay.
I don't care either way.
Witness, kindly state your name and occupation for this court.
No, let's get
I'll-
yeah, I was gonna say.
I'll do it. Yes, sir. The great Napoleon. Fuck that up. Sorry, I'm reading too fast. Yes, sir. The great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant is yes, no, sir. Reporting for duty, sir. I should probably read these lines before I say them.
That's what I do.
And this is gonna be.
What? Where am I?
Why is his face so tall? Right along
Look
face,
up of
bro.
his head. Dude.
What is wrong with your earlobes? They're vibrating.
This man got Tourette's. Dude, I'm gonna have to censor out his head. Dude, he kinda looking like a penis.
Dude, this man
I
has
was
his alien.
I thought he had a
unsee
symbol
it
on
now.
his head.
I cannot unsee it now.
This man
I
got
don't
his
like
alien
this.
trades up. Dude, this man looks like he abducted some of these cattle, bro.
Bro, motherfucker look like Dream.
Bro, this man looks like he's been hiding in the forest next to the mountains
wait,
for
what
too
happened?
long.
Wait, why does he only have like one part of his glasses?
Why does he have a monocle for his left eye?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
the hell
the
is
mon-
here?
dude. Why are your eyes closed?
We are roasting this man. This man is about to have a heart attack and we keep going.
What's underneath that cap, bro? Does that thing even come off?
Oh
Bro, you
my
look
goodness.
Master Roshi if he had an extra chromosome.
Let's continue. Let's continue.
Dude,
We're
look
having
at
too much fun.
Cracked lip. Hey, don't lick him now, your dry ass lip having that.
Try.
I find employee as a purveyor of fine artifacts of antiquity from the
Efflorescence?
Yeah, effluence, I believe.
Of our nation's nipple.
Nippon.
And conduct my trades from that word.
Resutai.
Resutai.
A humble premise. I forgot to read for a minute there. What's that word again?
What?
Premises.
Are you reading something underneath the tables there?
In the second district, Curio Kuda?
Kurikuta, I believe.
At your service.
An antique dealer and a soldier? What an unusual pair.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post noon. Oh,
Old man, I don't think that's tea. I think that's the marijuana.
I think that they're
The weed.
What? Oh, I thought this was tea.
Are you huffing that man's grandmother?
And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding
It's a curio.
my business.
Dude, I can't wait until someone in the comments says, "Man, these people can't fucking read."
I can't understand a word that old man is saying.
He's an
He's an antique dealer.
he's an antique
What's
dealer,
that?
and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival.
Le Carnaval.
He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with a rich clientele.
Right, I
Trying
see.
to sell it.
Although,
Are you
to
trying
be honest,
sell these-
that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir!
I love this guy.
It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearms, sir!
I love the voice you're using. It's so good.
This man's as impossible to understand as the other.
Can you please not damage my furniture? I sleep on the floor.
The judge does not leave the courtroom.
I do not leave the court.
I like to
sleep
lay on
behind
these
this table.
desks.
But I'm
Dude,
almost
it's
sure
behind
I
mahogany.
heard a strange noise during that last thing he said.
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Yeah, but if he saw it, then why is there only one person?
Did you just say yes?
Wait a second, what the fuck?
Yeah. Why is there only one mark?
Yeah.
And why is it written in blood?
So if these two were there, how the fuck did this
Wait,
man...
go back to the old guy. Wait, hold on. No, the old guy. 67?
How old? Oh wait, I forgot. They never show off the judge ever in the profiles.
Hey, I'm a crisp 50.
I'm a crisp $50 bill.
I'm a young
I
member.
get all the bitches.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Now the court will. Let me yawn. Now the court will hear your formal testimony. Please. This trial is fucking boring.
It's just like real life.
You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Do it now.
Sir, yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir.
I swear to God, if you hit your fist onto my desk one more time, I will kick you out of my court. I will hit you with the gavel.
Sir,
Unsavory.
no, unsavory.
Oh, wait, you already read that far ahead? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, acerbic afternoon. Oh my.
What the witnesses saw.
I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
I hate how this man is speaking.
I thought he was gonna be more like German. No, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden Curo to the
Curio!
military.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes.
Did I just hear
I
a
swear to
baby?
God.
Oh,
I heard
yeah.
that too. I heard a baby
I
cry.
feel like I heard
I
something, yeah.
I
I-
swear to God, did you just smash? I swear to God, did you just hit your hand onto my fucking desk? Again?
Dude,
I would've-
the desk is crying.
I would have
He
fucking
hits the
kicked your
desk.
ass. Did anybody else hear that fucking baby?
The black uniform varsity cadet fired on the English civilian. And from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
In the back.
Back. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysterious, absconded, precious Curo.
It's a curio, please.
Curio.
I swear.
No,
Well, so you, Sergeant Norris, actually witnessed the vital moment? You saw the split second when the defendant
Right
fired
now.
the weapon at the victim?
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy.
He has a
Wait
knife.
the
He has a knife. You Chad.
Okay, good. Lay it back in the
Curio,
case.
Chad!
I swear to God, if
can
you
say,
take
"Get
that
it
knife out one
done."
more time,
He runs up to fucking Asagi.
what time is it when an English gentleman may be assailed in a broad light of day? Was it night?
But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Is that really true, Ryunosuke?
Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor.
I kinda wonder why are the gunpowder burn marks on the front of his shirt, not the back.
After I'd said
According to this
hello
photo-
to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, I'd got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, bang. Fucking blammo.
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
There is?
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Cross-examine?
Do it now!
Do it
Yes,
now!
any feature that you can use by hitting the RB button.
As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable to justice.
Certainly, the testimony
12 angry men?
court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty.
You son of a...
Put your fucking hand down. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
I am, I mean, the defense demands its right to a cross-examination.
They're all so shocked. Like, oh my goodness, he has rights.
Dear me. Dear me. Let me guess. The
Hachimaki.
The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
Huh? How did he know?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously had no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
Gulp.
Kazuma's so commanding.
Very well. I swear to God, if you interrupt me one more time, let the defense conduct the cross-examination of the witnesses.
Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means what the soldier said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but...
It's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence.
Right, evidence.
Who turned on my electrical fan?
All you need to
Why's it
do
doing what-
is
Oh,
present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying.
Sorry, I'm a time traveler.
Now, let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
You better...
Alright then. It's all or nothing.
Headband boy.
I love when he does
Do not
that
hit my desk
slam.
again.
It just makes a slap noise, and you can tell he hurt himself because he looks at his hand like, ow.
Headband boy, do not hit my desk again. Ryunosuke, you're a pansy, whatever.
Fuck you.
I don't care.
Oh, God. I need a diaper change.
I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a technical discussion
So
with the old
this
man.
is where I can actually, move
What?
stuff around. You don't need to
Holy
read that point, because I'm just gonna hit press on this.
Yes!
I mean, to be fair, we already said those lines.
Yeah.
Not very well, though, mind you.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is this a new interrogation technique?
It's a form of torture.
I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask.
Oh, it's me. Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you.
Alright then, this beef steak you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Tension! Ah! Beef steak is a delicious cut of veal, vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot.
Man, he's eating me.
Oh. If food could receive medals of honor, beef steak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet.
That's a cutlet.
Right, I see. Thank you, sir. So, next question. This cutlet you mentioned. What kind of food is that? Attention! Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal toasted breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil. Accept your guilty verdict, atone for your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it!
Oh my goodness!
Try it! Try it!
Dude, in the recording, it's just gonna get so compressed right there.
So much clipping.
Yes, sir, I will, sir. On the double, sir.
Wait, sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case? I was hoping he was gonna say, did you really just admit your guilt? Because he's like, yes, I will be on that. I will go to prison, and once I am out, I will have food.
Oops, sorry, I'll do my best.
This man's just gonna be like dreaming about
So,
cutlets.
what's your favorite food?
So, what's your favorite color? All colors.
All colors.
So, next question.
colors.
No one is gonna get that joke.
Is it just me, or do you keep hearing a sort of wah? Negative!
I swear to God, stop hitting my table.
Well, at least we learned he's a big. At least we learned that he's a big beef lover.
I thought it was me because I was seeing Kazuma there. Affirmative.
It's not easy knowing what questions to ask. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Come on, boy.
A koban? You mean an old Edo coin?
The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value, the Hoi period, entered my possession. I took myself to the restaurant the following day with said item secreted in my bosom pocket. Large breath.
This man just said he shoved the coin up his ass.
Practically.
No, his bosom, that's his chest.
I have large, flexible breasts. I retract.
God damn it. So, you were hoping to sell your koban coin? To Sergeant Noso, whom you met at the restaurant?
Yes, it's quite clear where you're going with this, boy. You are about to assert that the penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious koban. Isn't that so?
Well... You little upstart cadet! You want to add disrespecting a superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? Blatant subordination! No, I didn't say anything. Although, penniless might be just the word I was looking for.
In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of the midday luncheon. Why are you shaking like that? Parkinson's. There remains precious few presents with whom I could engage in discourse about matters of business. Someone beside me, who was grappling with his braised veal at the time, was my sole prospect.
I see. Okay, no. I'm not reading this funny. So, you're saying that you actually saw me at that time? Affirmative! I saw you! Laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian.
Bro.
But that's impossible! I only...
Allow me to confirm just one point, please.
What's that, Private?
Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table.
And so what if it was?
Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun.
Ah! And double ah! My sixth sense. Sorry? My sixth sense of danger! I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind. Which means... a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, Cadet! Surely that's not really possible, is it? Do you think I'd have got to where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air, son?
Well, it would seem this soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed.
This is not good.
I think we can just read this part in our regular voices.
He was shot in the front, but it was the back.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
here's the thing. I saw the fucking I saw it because
Yeah.
he was shot from the front. There was no
Yeah.
exit wound, and he claims that he was shot from the back. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I'm just doing this for we can, you know, get the funny text.
There's a black uniform Scarlet's that. So this black uniform university cadet, you're saying that was I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet.
Sauce!
Who else do you see around here in black uniform,
What are you getting
Well,
off?
there's someone else standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but... It was you, you little weasel! You unloaded the firearm on that man!
Unload it? You saying you shot him multiple times?
From behind his back! And you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon? You disgust me. Why is that so funny?
This man,
You fucking turned...
bro, what the fuck?
Why? Why is that so funny?
How?
Excuse me, what the fuck?
It's so fucking bad.
What is it, Ryunosuke?
I'm not quite sure. Something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind.
In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you gathered in the court record. And if you find an inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Who is echoing? Present the evidence to the court, thrust it in the witness's face, and make him choke on it. Who the fuck? Who?
Rain.
It's Rain?
I feel like it might be Rain.
Anyway.
On your hands and knees? Can you explain that, please?
That's right. Spurning the arthritis, I was in order. Spurning the arthritis was in order to retrieve the lost piece.
What lost piece are you referring to? Oh my god.
It makes it so. I'm sorry.
Oh,
The Koban, of course! The exquisite point era Koban coin! I'm sorry. The post-traumatic stress disorder. Anyway, I had just been showing the rare treasure to the military man as he messed
masticated his meal.
He masturbated his meal.
After averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
The kobold vanished?
Hence, I began to acquaint myself with the intricacies. For fuck's sakes.
Intricacies.
Intricacies.
Wait, hold on, crazy. What did you say?
Intricacies.
Oh, fuck it. Of the floor in order to locate it, and then it happened. A sword chop. The man was stabbed with a.
A man was stabbed with a high velocity knife that.
Ballistic knives.
Ballistic knives. You were in the Cold War era at this point.
The knife flew out through a 3-inch barrel.
Someone just fucking shut the knife at high speeds. Dude, Goku threw the knife.
Dude, the
No,
knife
it was
slightly
Dio.
melted, and that stuff
No, it's one
Dude,
of those tactic
knife melted into slight powder, and that's what you thought was gunpowder on the vest. It was not gunpowder. It was the knife the entire time.
You heard a gunshot, you mean?
No, it wasn't a gunshot. It was a spoon, a mildly rusty spoon.
It was a comically large spoon.
None other than, though it was no concern of mine, I was frantically scouring the floor for the aforementioned lost treasure.
So, in fact, you didn't actually witness the precise moment when the incident occurred?
Indeed, myself, I did not.
Ugh, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here.
Listen, Ryunosuke. We know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them.
Look at my bandana.
I'm sorry.
I understand that. The question is, how?
Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you've collected. You can examine and present evidence while, oh my goodness, I'm giving you a tutorial, while a witness is giving testimony by pressing RB.
Press
Go
the RB
through each
button.
witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence, and compare all the facts. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency.
An inconsistency.
Another piece of evidence has been added to the
When you
court
find a
of
statement
evidence.
and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict each other, present your evidence with why, and rip the witness apart.
Why? What?
What is this? What?
A body has been
Just
discovered!
be,
Just
just be careful, because if you assert a
discovered.
contradiction that has no basis, you'll be giving a penalty. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart, and you'll receive a guilty verdict. So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record, and find an inconsistency with the witness's statement.
I'm pretty sure. I believe you're already guilty.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
What
You
is
can
wrong
hear
with
the
that?
witness's statements over and over again as many times as you like. So, keep your head and be measured. Yeah. Be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner.
He pulls out his
Take your
sword.
hand off your weapon. We can all agree I don't trust this man.
Okay, so which
Present the
one's the
evidence.
back? Shot from the front.
Yeah, present the photograph, yeah.
Hold it.
Wait a second. Did the man say yes? He only said yes and not objection. That bothers me.
Yeah, no. He's only
What?
ever said
What are you
yes,
playing at,
never
cadet?
said objection.
What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache.
My beautiful red triangle mustache.
Inconsistency, sir.
Inconsistency! Ah!
I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here.
Stop saying yes, please.
Tisk. What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us we don't already know?
Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in the grand courtroom.
Ah, this is so frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Kazuma, what?
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from the single glance of the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the Jesus Christ, with the sergeant's statement.
What?
Sergeant Yasunosa. I know these characters have like fucking, what do you call it, puns in their names, like with Alchie here.
Yes.
Because there's Winston Payne, there's Gaspin Payne, and now we have Prosecutor Ouchie. Ooh, it hurts. I wonder.
Mommy, help me.
This sounds
Yes,
like
sir.
it's a pun.
No, sir. Yes, sir. No.
Oh,
I get it.
yeah.
Yes, sir. What, sir?
The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes.
But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because...
Take a closer look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest.
Ah,
Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
What the fuck?
well, what the... What's that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again.
Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa?
Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious Le Carnival steak, sir.
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant E.S. Sanosa, did not
full of
see the
shit.
defendant firing a gun at all.
Arg. That's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about.
He said it. Oh my goodness, he said it, bro. Title drop. Bro.
Video. He said the funny. You gotta delete it.
But I definitely saw him.
Look at this face.
That university cadet there. He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Just sounds like
Stop
he's
saying yes.
yes. He's
I never
just,
fired the gun.
He is saying yes. It's popping.
All I did was pick it up off the floor.
The screen, man.
I know. I hate how he keeps saying it.
Why won't anyone pay attention to me?
And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either.
One moment. This is a really cool bowl.
Bro, that's not a ball. Got me fucked up. That's a vase, bro.
That's clearly not the ball.
Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot on the baby. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
So stop trying to touch the baby.
Oh, yes, you were looking for
The
your Koban
baby.
coin, weren't you?
Indeed, the prize, Hoi Era Koban. Hunting around under the table, I was in case mayhap it. He's just
In
making up
case
words.
mayhap. That's an actual word.
Had fallen there, and then it happened.
Boom. Mental
You heard the
illness.
gunshot, you mean.
It popped. Indeed, I did.
Then the knife flew.
Not, for I was concerned only for finding the absconded Hoi treasure. Nothing could distract me. He pulls up
Out
my
of
ass.
interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No.
I see.
It's an lamentable day. The precious Hoi Koban was lost to me. If my father was alive, he'd beat the shit out of me. No doubt. Uncle pocketed the prize coin for himself.
As I'm sure everyone present is aware.
What is wrong with your head?
This case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government, our government has promised to send the full report to
Our
Great
government
Britain
is failing.
by telegraph this very afternoon.
I wonder, real quick.
What the fuck's a telegraph, you may ask? I do not know.
I feel like this is like reading out loud in like middle school because of all the fucking mispronunciations we're making.
It's so true. We're going back to school.
We're regressing.
You're reverting
Dude,
back into
We
childhood.
are
The
regressing
English
back
language
into our
very
child
hard.
selves.
We're going back
We're-
10 years,
Lisa
man.
knows
We're-
that doesn't make it sense, sir. I did
We're
not
all in our
understand.
20s here. and we can barely read. I bet a 5th grader can read better than us.
I mean, I'm
swear
doing
to
a pretty
God,
good job,
Are
though.
you smarter than a fifth
It's
grader?
true, but you're, have a college education unlike us.
Yeah, I fucking took Calc 3. I mean, I failed Calc 2, but then I passed after I took it, so...
Calculus?
Yeah,
yes,
calculus.
it's very easy to
Calculus
fail.
2, yeah, Calculus 2 is extremely difficult, and I attempted to take it over a summer semester. Worst mistake of my life.
Hmm.
Anyway, nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient, right, our government feels it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now.
What is your
Bird is dying.
position, prosecutor Ochi?
Worry not, Your Excellency.
I'm sorry, I got another video in the background I'm watching.
The defendant may have led a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. Not as a but whatever. My
Are
witness.
you telling me to enter the back door?
Dude, he's telling us that tiger is shittier than a wolf.
No, he wants you to enter the back door. It's not.
I have
as
2
guarded.
sides. Tiger, wolf.
I'm
I
a
have two sides. Sensitive femboy fox. Margaret Thatcher!
Margaret Thatcher.
Things I put up my butthole.
basic.
Anyway, continue.
Fans. My witness have further testimony to make.
Oh. Explain.
Upon hearing their next statement, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly commit the despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke.
Ryunosuke. We've been saying this, bro.
God, you're bad at this.
Look, I'm only quarter Japanese. I can't. You can't call
This man is Japanese. That's the funny thing.
You telling me that this man's part Japanese and you can't fucking pronounce Japanese for shit? Even when it's spelled out in English? What a fucking loser. I mean, then again, I'm part Spanish, and I do not understand a lick of Spanish, so we're fine.
I'm part German and 9.
Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
Ugh.
Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You have thoroughly explained the reason behind the prosecution's allegations.
I found this weird, grass in
Is
my.
that clear? I am touching grass.
As clear as a Kiriko glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir. At once, sir. Waiting signal to testify, sir. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think.
How long have you been recording?
Well, we're about to
Affirmative.
end it. A little
The
over 2
newest
hours.
member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name Ido.
Idaho.
It would seem those straps are a sign of the surgeon being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Ido, attention! Your father's about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
Dude, there's the fan! There's the fan that's blowing his bandana! There it is! Oh!
And I think this is where we're going to close off the episode. Because we've been
What the baby
recording
doing?
for
What
2
the
hours.
baby?
I think we took this way too far, but it was really fun though.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
So let's just wrap things up. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Of course, it's up to you. Anyway, would any of you guys would like to plug anything of yours?
Give me your fucking money.
Oh my goodness!